let's talk about what it takes to be successful in life and business. Today, I want to talk to you about the 3 pillars of success. So, that is your vision, your faith, and determination when it comes to building a successful life, successful business for yourself and your loved ones. Over the last few years, I have met so many entrepreneurs who have a big dream, who have a big vision, but yet are too afraid to take the leap forward to build their successful businesses. Now, I know more than anyone that a lot of the times you have, perhaps right now, you have a vision that nobody else can see. You have a dream, you have a goal, you have a mission, you have a place where you in your mind's eye can see that you want to go to, whether it's taking your business to the next level, whether it's becoming a coach, a mentor, or just taking that leap to start your own business. When I was around 21 years old, I started my first business when all of my peers were going off to find jobs or work placements and starting their careers. My vision for my future was to start my own business. I was only 21 years old and I had this big mission to start a business that would make me an entrepreneur, create that freedom lifestyle that give me the opportunities and freedom to really choose the way I wanted to build my life. Now I want to ask you today, are you in the place where you want to be right now, or are you still working towards your goals or towards your vision? Now, I always say that entrepreneurs are dream sellers. So a lot of the times it comes down to us having to sell our own vision to the world, whether it's having to sell our vision of our business or of our idea to our potential customers, maybe your partner or maybe your family that needs to have a belief in you. The first thing I want to say to you is have a vision, have your own belief in yourself, because unless you believe in yourself and you believe in that vision, it'll be so hard to convince anybody to believe in your vision and follow your guidance, follow your mission. So I think it really all starts with having a vision. Like when I was 21 years old, I had a vision to start my own business, and I had a vision to create a solution for plastic waste problem in this world. Now, maybe I was a little bit naive. Maybe I didn't have any failures before then, and I thought everything would pan out just the way I thought, the way I had the vision for things to work out. I read many motivational books and watched many inspirational videos and lots of business magazines, and I followed all the greatest leaders and invested so much time in myself. And I thought, well, surely this idea or this business couldn't fail because I am so determined. I have a great idea, great plan, and there's no way this could fail. So after probably 4 years of trying and doing everything that I could, seeking for funding, building my prototype, getting manufacturers on board, building the machine that I had envisioned, even placing them in the places where I thought would be the ideal place to test my idea. At the end of 4 years, I had to give up on my dream. And when my first idea crashed, I was left heartbroken. This was the first time that I really experienced that failure, and those around me really lost their belief in me and my vision because, well, I have given it a shot. I have traded my options of going to find a job and pursuing a career. And mind you, at this time, I have already completed my business degree, my law degree, and already been through a whole lot of education and life experience, but yet I saw myself at that time as a failure, and my family, my friends thought, well, it didn't quite work out and I can't see your vision. I don't know what is it that you're working on here. So I spent a lot of time having to do that internal work and question myself of what is my vision? What is it that I want to build in this life? And although I was at my lowest point when I was 24 years old, I'd just given up on my first business, I was really at the lowest point in my life where I was questioning everything, questioning my own sanity and my own capability, whether I can be successful. The one thing that kept me going through this was having that vision that, I want to become an entrepreneur. I want to become a business owner, and I'm not going to give up on my dream. And at that point, I didn't actually have another choice but to make my vision success. And I love this quote that Steve Jobs says, that the ones who are crazy enough to think that they can change the world are the ones that do. And this quote has carried me through my life, that, you know what, no matter the failures, no matter what goes on in life, that if you believe that you can make a difference in this world, if you believe in the vision that you have for your life, you will be able to achieve it. Maybe not the way that you planned, maybe not the way you have saw it in your mind's eye, but something will start to open the doors for you. So after my first business, yes, I was crushed, but at the end, I now, 10 years later, know that that first failure has taught me some of the best lessons in life, that now I'm able to take those lessons and pass it on to other people. Because if I haven't failed in my life, I wouldn't know what a failure looks like. And back when I was 21 years old, I didn't know what failure looked like. So for me, I was just ready to go. I was just motivated. I was inspired, and I thought there is no possibility of me failing. And I love this other quote that a lot of athletes use, and they say, you miss 100% of the shots that you didn't take. So for me, again, it was about taking a shot every single day, giving it another try, because the only time that you really fail at something is if you stop trying. And when it comes to entrepreneurship, you will experience days when there are good days or there are hard days. But even on those difficult days when you think that nothing is going to work out, and you still get up and you still pursue that dream and you still keep going, this is when life says she's not ready to give up. She's not ready to give up on her dream. So, okay, let's open some doors. And when you start to take action, things just start to fall into place. So I know times have not been easy over the last a year and a half. Things have been challenging for all of us. But don't give up. If you have that vision for your life, for your business, for your career, take another shot. You wake up in the morning and just keep taking those shots, because the 100% of the shots that you didn't take, you couldn't have succeeded. And I know this from experience, that over 10 years, I have experienced so many knockbacks, so many challenges, so many things, even now in my business, which, you know, it looks amazing. And yes, we are successful. Yes, we have a international community, but even today, I still experience challenges and knockbacks and, you know, times when I don't feel motivated. But when I think about my vision and my goals and where do I want to be and the people that I want to serve, me not showing up or me not conquering my own fears means that I'm not living my best life. And I'm here to tell you that I'm here to live my best life. I'm here to make decisions every single day. So those decisions could lead me to a better life, to a better future. So my clients and my community can be inspired and motivated and have that support. So no matter how difficult some days are, I keep getting up. And I keep showing up, because only by showing up you can make a difference. It's so easy to fall into a trap of listening to people, listening to their fears. And yes, there will be people who will not believe in your dreams. There will be people who will not support your mission. There will be people who will doubt you and tell you and project their own fears and say to you, well, it's not possible. It's impossible that you're going to do it. But you know what? If you keep getting up, if you keep showing up for your business, for your life, eventually you will make success out of something. And when you do, all of those naysayers, all of those doubters will turn around and say, wow, you're successful. We're here celebrating you. And deep down, you think, where were you when I really needed you? And this is why I'm so excited that we have created this platform, this community, the female, this platform for women in business, because you have the platform, you have the community, ready-made community for you to step in and have that support. So the only thing I'm asking you, if you're watching this video right now, is to show up for yourself, because we have all the tools that you need, all the resources, all the training and support and the community around you of like-minded people who are here on the mission to build their lives. but all you have to do is show up. So I want to ask you, are you ready? Are you willing to actually start to show up for your dreams and for your goals in order to make it successful? And my mentor that I'm working with right now, Les Brown, says that we must learn to see our failures as springboards to new accomplishments. So if you're like me, who has experienced, setbacks or experienced failures, I want you to look at those failures and say, this is my springboard to success. If I have taken a shot, if I have tried something and I didn't succeed, this was my opportunity to learn from that failure and do it better. But you know what? That failure isn't going to define me. It isn't going to slow me down. In fact, it is going to motivate me even more to go to even bigger and better things, to go for those bigger accomplishments and have bigger goals. If you didn't succeed this time around, try again, improve, change, learn from it. This is how I have been able to build this community, because yes, the first time I've done a webinar didn't lead to anything. Yes, the first event we held didn't lead to any sales, but it was still success. And from those times when things didn't work out, I learned something. I've learned how to change my strategies. I've learned how to change or tweak things that eventually things start to work out. So even if you don't know how to move forward right now, maybe you don't know how to set up your own business, maybe you don't know how to generate more sales or more visibility, that's why we created this community for you, because you don't actually have to have it all figured out. All you have to do is have that vision and have the commitment to do something about it and shut out all of those naysayers and the people who perhaps doubting you, because I've been there. I had my own family say to me, go get a job, Ray, because you're broke right now and you need to take care of yourself. And my family, with the best intentions in the world, would keep saying to me, go get a job. And you know what? Once I did, one time in my life, when I was probably 26 years old, I went and got myself a job. And it was the worst decision I could have ever made. I got myself into a job that from the outside looked like amazing opportunity. It was a law firm in a center of London, and it looked amazing. And I was going to my work on a part-time basis, like 3 days a week, and I was marketing executive there. But they were treating me like shit. They were treating me so bad, like I was worth nothing. And, my boss would call me into his room and say to me, why are you wasting the lawyer's time? You're not earning £100 or £200 an hour. So you need to stay in your lane and do your job. And after 6 weeks of working for this guy, I got fired, but I got fired over using an exclamation mark. An exclamation mark in an email that was inviting people to an event that I had worked for 4 weeks to put together for them. And after I left, they never paid for the time that I have spent. So I listened to the advice of my family and friends who told me to go get a job. I did get a job, but you know what? That job, not only it has made me realize that I will never compromise my vision and my values again for anybody else or for money, but I will never place myself in that position again, because I have a vision. I value what I have. The fact that somebody didn't value me, and the fact that maybe I failed in getting myself a job and even getting paid for the time that I have spent there, I use that as my springboard, as my determination and my hunger to actually keep going and make that decision for myself that, you know what, I will make success out of myself no matter what, because I will never go back to a job that doesn't appreciate me, doesn't pay my worth, and leaves me feeling like shit at the end of the day. So I said, today is the day that I decided I will never go back to that position. And no matter what, I will make success out of myself and out of my own dreams, because that is the only thing that I always wanted. But the minute I started to listen to those who were doubting or those who thought that they knew what's best for me, I ended up failing. So I had to really listen to myself and put in the work and come back to the drawing board and say, okay, what am I doing here? What do I actually really want to do with my life? Where do I want to take my vision? And this is where I made that commitment. I said, do or die, I will figure it out, and I will never go back to a 9-to-5 job or any job. And I will create my life the way I want to live. So this was my aha moment to say that you got to follow your dream. You got to follow your mission, even when no one is able to see what is it that you have in your mind's eye, because only you know what is it that you want for your life. Only you know what you have in that vision, where you see yourself or your business headed. So stick to it no matter what, and have that determination. And you know what, in life, you really have to have that hunger. A lot of entrepreneurs want the success, but they're not willing to work for it. They're not willing to show up for themselves. Now, I know this because a lot of the times people sign up to programs, they buy online courses, they say they want something, but in the end of the day, when you give them advice, especially if you give people free advice, they never follow through. You got to follow through in life. If you have a vision, you wanting to achieve something in your life, the first thing you got to do is have that determination, that commitment and determination in order to make it work. Because without you, your dream's not going to work, right? It doesn't matter how many vision boards you're going to create, no matter how much manifestation you might do, your dreams aren't going to work unless you do, unless you show up on a daily basis and say, you know what, I will do what it takes to build a successful business in my life, right? So you got to stretch your limits. And when the going gets tough, your limits will stretch. Life tests you. Life will bring you down to your knees, and it will test that determination like it did for me many times over. Many times my faith and my determination was tested over and over again, but I keep getting up. And when I keep getting up, new opportunities open its way for me to step into, right? So I want to ask you, do you want to live a mediocre life and settle for things that aren't necessarily in your path? Do you want to settle for that dead-end job? Or do you want to settle for a business that isn't serving you, or a life that isn't serving you right now? If you're not willing to settle for the things that you're not happy with right now, I want to say to you, take action, because only you taking action will lead you to different results. If you keep doing the same thing over and over again, this is a sign of madness, right? And you're expecting different results. This is a sign of madness. So you can't let anything hold you back. And having faith is so important, that whether you believe that you can or you can't, you're probably right. Right? And this was, I think, Thomas Edison quote saying, whether you believe that you can or you can't, you're probably right. So the future of you and the future of your life will be determined by your faith. Do you believe that you can have successful life? And when I say successful, I don't necessarily just mean money. I mean the full vision, the full picture of your life, your relationships with yourself, with God, with faith, being fulfilled and doing the things that you love, and having the freedom to choose the life that you want to live, being able to choose the clients that you want to work with. Over the last few weeks, I have taken some time off because I needed to recuperate myself. I wanted to write my book. I want to take that time away to really think about my own vision, my own goals. And I have been able to step away from my business and say, this is a time for me to reflect, work on myself. Because no matter how successful I am, I don't ever feel like I have arrived at the destination, because life is a journey and you have to embrace that journey and say, I am on a journey, and I certainly am on a journey, and every single day I'm investing in myself. I am investing in my growth, in whether it's spiritual growth, mental growth, education, training, mentoring, constantly every single day. So you got to think, what are you feeding your mind with today? What are you feeding your mind with today? Are you sitting back and watching Netflix and latest movies and programs, or are you reading the books that will feed your soul? Are you putting the work, the learning that you're taking? So a lot of people attend workshops and webinars and training and events, and they soak it all in, but it's the action that determines your success. I could be studying for months and weeks and years or whatever it takes, but unless I start to take the action that is required to change my future, nothing is going to change. So what are you committing yourself to today? What are you saying to yourself today that if you want to have a different future, if you want to have a different outcome tomorrow, what action are you willing to take today to have a better future, right? What are you willing to give up? Because a lot of us stay in this comfort zone and saying, well, I'm not willing to give up that. I'm not willing to wake up an hour early. Or I'm not willing to work late at night. I'm not willing to do those things. Well, if you're not, your dreams aren't going to work for you. So today, I want you to create a discipline for yourself to show up for your dreams and your goals, and to be determined, be hungry to go and achieve something, and have that vision and belief in yourself. Even if no one else is believing in you, have that vision for yourself that, you know what? I have a vision, I have a goal, and I will never settle for mediocre life. I'm here for purpose. And Gandhi said this beautiful quote that always comes back to mind. It says, in a gentle way, you can shake the world. So today, I want you to walk away from this video and say to yourself, I am going to shake up the world. I am going to use what I have, my voice, my messaging, my mission, my goals, my dreams, and I'm going to shake up the world because I came here to do something more than where I am today. I am committing myself to being more every single day. So are you going to be going out there and shaking the world and using all the powers that you have right now to have a better tomorrow, to have a different tomorrow than you do today? I hope you enjoyed today's video. I look forward to seeing some of you ladies in the comments below. Let me know if you're feeling inspired, if you're ready to take that next action towards your vision, your dreams. And I really look forward to connecting with all of you and seeing you within this community. So for now, thank you so much for listening to this video, and I look forward to seeing you on another live. Take care. Bye.